He could be a 3-division world champion for the first time. And it's, look, Tom Aspinall is a large obstacle.
That's a big
That's
hill
a
to climb.
Giant man that is never going to make middleweight, never going to make light heavyweight. Right. That is a true heavyweight.
Tom Aspinall couldn't make 225.
No. He's huge.
Joe Rogan recently weighed in on the damage Alex Pereira reportedly sustained following his bout with Ciryl Gane at the UFC White House card. While much of the attention has focused on the post-fight images and the visible effects of the contest, Rogan suggested that the injuries are only part of the story. Heading into the matchup, many fans expected Pereira's renowned power to be the defining factor. Throughout his career, Pereira has built a reputation for changing the course of fights with a single strike and capitalizing on even the smallest openings. However, the way the fight unfolded ultimately surprised many observers and sparked a broader discussion about both the result and its implications moving forward.
The whole internet is going crazy saying they were the back of the head. I'm like, no, they're not. When you have the rules meeting, this is what happens, okay? They come in and they explain, they put their hand over this area here. That little area there that you can make with your fist, it's called the nape of the neck.
We focus on the nape of the neck, and that's really what the rules should be called.
Let me just get the official wording. The nape of the neck is the back of the neck located at the base of the skull where the hairline meets the neck. This is legal. This is legal. That is legal. Right at the base of the skull, that is illegal.
Why is the guy who's getting fouled the victim on both sides, on the losing end and on the side where you can't do anything about it in terms of getting it reversed? It's just
100%.
It's unfortunate. Ciryl Gane's one of those guys, you can't afford to get hurt with him because you don't know what you're going to get hit with. You don't know what that dude's going to hit you with. Elbows, eye pokes, hammer fists. Hey.
In that sequence, Herb Dean was just starts counting the illegal strikes. Hey, illegal. By the time the third illegal comes up, you have to be like, okay, dude, stop, reset. I know he's hurt. I don't care. You cannot try to finish the fight with strictly illegal blows. It's just very frustrating as a fan to watch, man. I'm like, dude, you already had him hurt. You have him on ice skates. Can't we just do this the right way?
Did you watch that clip with Adrian Broner and Arma Saryukian? When he's showing him, he's like, yo, back in the head, bow, back in the head.
First of all, okay, the UFC thing, with Alex Pereira, man, you should never, ever, ever elbow somebody in the back of the head like that. I don't care what anybody says. The referee should get definitely some type of punishment for allowing that to happen.
Gane's performance impressed many because he refused to engage in the type of fight Pereira wanted. Using superior movement, range control, and disciplined tactics, Gane consistently kept Pereira in uncomfortable positions and dictated the pace of the contest. As the fight progressed, it became clear that the matchup was unfolding on Gane's terms, validating pre-fight concerns about how Pereira would handle a larger, highly mobile heavyweight with elite technical skills.
I hate Ciryl Gane's back of the head shots. I thought the fight before the fouls was like a clean performance from Ciryl. Then Gane just sees the back of his head and no joke, elbows and punches it 12 times over and then finishes him up against the cage.
You know what's funny? In the rules meeting when Pereira was talking to the ref, they were having the translator go over like back of the head.
And then last thing I want to ask you about the co-main event, Ciryl, obviously amazing performance. He comes out and says, man, give me that rematch with Tom Aspinall. We need to get that done. Obviously, we're not going to make fights tonight, but is there anything standing in the way of you making that fight right now? Do you feel comfortable that's a fight you can make happen?
I don't know. I'm not even thinking about that right now. Ciryl Gane, listen, it's hard to move up 3 weight classes in MMA, and especially in the UFC. And Ciryl looked great tonight. Guy, we always say he's a heavyweight that moves like a middleweight, and he definitely looked like one tonight. We'll get back. I'm gonna let my people have some time off, this week, and then we'll get back at it and we'll figure out what.
The visible damage to Pereira's face became a major talking point because fans are not accustomed to seeing him leave a fight showing that level of wear and tear. For many observers, it was a rare reminder of how demanding and competitive the contest had been. The result also had significant implications for Gane. By defeating one of the sport's biggest stars in such convincing fashion, he forced many people to re-evaluate his standing within the heavyweight division. Rather than focusing on perceived limitations, discussions have shifted toward his potential and what major opportunities could await him next.
What can we expect from you in this rematch with Tom Aspinall?
I don't know. I can't predict the future, so we will see. But the thing who is really sure is now we know how to prepare myself really good, really hard with my team. We know everything. I know myself like 100%. So that's really important to be 100% present and to the high level in the UFC. You need that. So now we know how to do that.
And if you can just give a message to Tom, whether it's about getting back soon or about the fight, is there anything you want to say to Tom in this moment?
I got no message for Tom. I'm gonna have a message for Dana.
Okay.
The message is just let's do it. If it's possible, make it happen.
The discussion naturally leads to Tom Aspinall, as nearly every major heavyweight storyline eventually involves him. For a long time, many fans considered Aspinall the favorite against almost anyone in the division, including Gane. However, Gane's performance against Pereira reminded observers just how difficult he is to deal with stylistically. His movement, distance management, and technical striking continue to make him one of the most challenging matchups in the heavyweight division. As a result, talk of a potential Aspinall-Gane rematch has intensified. Their first meeting ended with unanswered questions due to the early injury, leaving many fans feeling they never received a definitive conclusion. With Gane now carrying the momentum of a signature victory, interest in a rematch has grown significantly. For Pereira, meanwhile, the immediate focus shifts toward recovery, evaluation, and determining the next step after one of the toughest nights of his career.
So you will not appeal this result? You're not trying to change the result?
Você não vai apelar o resultado, não vai tentar mudar?
Não, pra mim não faz sentido. Pra mim não faz sentido. Tá lá, se ele se sente campeão, ok.
It doesn't make sense to appeal. If he feels the champ, let him be the champ. Just gonna add from the previous answer. Also, he said that he always things happen to him and he always came back stronger from bad results.
Onde eu quero é minha revanche. É isso que eu quero. Esse é meu foco. Manter no peso pesado, ter a minha revanche, minha oportunidade e mostrar que eu posso vencer esse cara, entendeu? Jogando limpo, né? Ser profissional, é isso que as pessoas querem ver, entendeu? Eles não querem ver trapaça, entendeu?
All that I want is a rematch. To be able to fight fair, to fight square, to fight clean, to go over there and show people. That's what people want to see.
Back to both fighters, I'm talking about Gane and Pereira. Amazing fight. Okay, so let's get into it with this rule. Okay, the rule we're talking about is the back of the head, and that's confusing because it's different than boxing. And the way we enforce this rule is we focus on the nape of the neck, and that's really what the rule should be called. The nape of the neck or occipital junction also covers the spine, and it covers a line right here with 1 inch variance to either side. So right here. So this is what we go over in a rules meeting. I will let them know that this area is a foul, off limits, that this area is a fair blow. Here is a fair blow. Turn to the side so we can see it here. Here is a fair blow.
Regardless of the result, the fight has created several important questions about Pereira's future. Discussions are now centered on potential matchups, his long-term direction, and whether heavyweight is ultimately the division that best suits his championship ambitions. While the defeat does not erase his accomplishments or status as one of the sport's biggest stars, it has prompted a reassessment of where he can be most effective moving forward. As he recovers, attention will likely remain focused on the decisions he makes next and how he responds to one of the most significant challenges of his MMA career.
No, he's not. He's not done. Let's go! Go!
Allison, catch him. Yo, catch him. Watch this. Watch this. Bro, those are some shots, though. Oh, my God. You can't put... It's... Come on, Alex. Come on, Alex. No, let him recover. Let him recover. He's not recovered yet. Hey, man, Cyryl's no slouch, but... Bro, dare to be great. He's like one of one. He's a great.
if Aspinall is going to just retire and go away, then I wanted Pereira to win. But the more I thought about, Ciryl Gane being an athlete, man, he's lean and his fight IQ is real high. And that style matchup's just not very good because, Ciryl Gane throws straight punches. Pereira gained a little too much weight. I felt like the 251's a little too heavy. He has a big frame to carry it, but you don't want, you want to stay light. Yeah, there's a few scenarios playing in my head, and so, yeah, if Pereira wants to fight, I know he likes to stay active. I'm willing to give him a fight. I've been calling him out. I'll still call him out. I still want that fight. I think he is great, but I am the best right now. Ciryl Gane proved that he's better than him, and so I think they're gonna fight. Ciryl Gane and Aspinall, and so we'll see what happens. But if I know Pereira wants to stay active, so
Gane's victory shifted attention beyond Pereira's injuries and highlighted the strength of the heavyweight division. By defeating a fighter of Pereira's stature, Gane reminded everyone that he remains one of the most dangerous and technically skilled heavyweights in MMA, strengthening his case for future title opportunities.
Why is the guy who's getting fouled the victim on both sides, on the losing end and on the side where you can't do anything about it in terms of getting it reversed? It's just 100%. It's unfortunate. Ciryl Gane's one of those guys you can't afford to get hurt with him because you don't know what you're gonna get hit with.
That's 100%.
You don't know what that dude's gonna hit you with. Elbows, eye pokes, hammer fists. Hey,
in that sequence, Herb Dean was just starts counting the illegal strikes. Hey, illegal, illegal, illegal. By the time the third illegal comes up, you have to be like, okay, dude, stop, reset. I know he's hurt. I don't care. You cannot try to finish the fight with strictly illegal blows. It's just very frustrating as a fan to watch, man. I'm like, dude, you already had him hurt. You have him on ice skates. Can't we just do this the right way?
Did you watch that clip with Adrian Broner and Arma Sharyukian? When he's showing him, he's like, yo, back of the head, bow, back of the head.
A video of Izzy showing love to Pereira before the fight. There's a great video of him after the fight, watching it from his YouTube channel that I do suggest you all check out, Freestyle Bender, where you could tell, I don't think we could play, we can show the B-roll, there's music, but you could tell the genuine pain that he has for Pereira. And who could have expected this, right? These guys had a history in kickboxing. Izzy was somewhat dismissive of him when he comes over to the UFC. This is genuine love. This is not fake. He's rooting for his guy. He shows love to Gane. I think someone off camera, maybe his brother, is talking about the shots to the back of the head. But he is genuinely sad for his friend here. Look at that. Great stuff. Great just to see the mutual admiration that they have. Same with Rob. Izzy has come a long way in that regard, and I love to see it. Here's Alex Pereira. This just came in, actually saying that he thinks that he was hit in the back of the head
as well, right? That doesn't make it any more palatable for the audience if they're in that way of thinking. You know what I mean? And again, I said yesterday, he's talking about, I said this to the referee beforehand, there is footage of Andy Aspinall saying it to Jason Herzog before the fight about the back of the head, even though that wasn't the issue against Aspinall.
There's also footage of Jones, I believe, in the build-up to their fight, acknowledging this, this reputation. But, when I was watching that live, I was like, there's a lot here. And by the way,
text you straight away about it.
Yeah, there is a precedent. Say what you will about Steve Mazzagatti. He did stop Brock Lesnar mid-fight. There was also the elbow from Jones. Just because a fight is flowing in one person's direction doesn't mean you can't stop the action if illegal shots are being landed.
Aspinall could now face an even tougher challenge. Gane has emerged as a major force in the heavyweight title picture, and Pereira finds himself at a crucial turning point in his career. The MMA world is already debating what comes next for all three fighters.